Hello Doctor Who fans and toy collectors, and once again, welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review by me, the Obsesstuvian 95. This time I shall be taking a look at a monster which is well, it's not a first, but in some way it is, because it's the first classic monster that I've ever looked at in figure form, which is the Sea Devil, which appeared in the 1972 John Pertwee story, The Sea Devils. Yeah, I know that sounds a bit repetitive, but that's what the story is called. So, this figure, like the Sixth Doctor action figure, which I reviewed last, is also quite unique, as it actually features material on its infamous netting, which they wore in the story, and it also features a couple of accessories, but I'll go into that in a sec. First of all, take a look at the articulation, and if we just look at the eye first of all. Now, if you've seen the actual story, the Sea Devils, it is very, very notable that it's very fake, but in figure form it looks very organic, and it actually looks a little bit more real, which is really good. So what they've done here, they've actually added detail to the figure to make it look more lifelike, which I think is really good. Obviously, if they could have done that in the story, then that would have been good as well. But unfortunately, they do not blink, probably because they saw a weeping angel. Also, the fins at the back, I must say, they're really, really detailed. Character options have done a really good job here. And you've got these scales. Well, not scales, but they're more marks, and it goes all the way down the back. Obviously, you can't see that as the netting is in the way, and the feet are also quite good. They're sort of webbed like ducks, and also the arms, or the hands I should say, they look a bit like a glove, which I suppose is accurate because they were gloves made out of. They were just painted green to make it look like a monster that's just come out from the sea. So now let's take a look at the netting. So as I said, it is a separate material. It is not plastic, and if I'm correct, I think this is the first time that they ever made a figure with a different material apart from plastic, which is very unique. It's very baggy, so it's much like the Biff Bang Pow dolls which they have recently made, but obviously they've kept the actual plastic, and it's not like really rubbery. You can't like squeeze it as if it was a dog toy. So that's pretty good. And the netting just goes all the way around the body of the figure, and I think it is held on by this strap here which goes around, and the idea is inside the strap you put the heat ray in. So if you wanted, you could pose the Sea Devil, the heat ray, sorry, and you could put the heat ray inside this pocket here, because when you first get the figure, that's where the heat ray is, and you have to take it out if you want to give it an epic pose like I have done to make it look like its appearance in the story. So overall, the netting around the body is very good and it's very unique. However, my only criticism really is it could have been more holes, but if they did that, it would probably be too thin. It probably ripped easy. So I can see what character have done there. Also, I would have liked it to be a bit more blue, as in the story it is noticeably blue. But I'm not really that fussed, to be honest, because it probably took a bit more time and money, and all that really matters to me is the detail on the face and on the actual body underneath. So let's take a look at the heat ray now. So obviously it's got a gold ring that goes all the way around, and got the handle there so the Sea Devil can hold it. It's got a black circle going around, and it's a silver circle as well, with a gold circle with a black dot in the middle, which supposedly kills people. So I'll just put that back in his hand. Like so. So overall, the detail in this figure is absolutely excellent, and this is a must-buy for any Doctor Who fan, really, because in my eyes, the Sea Devils is one of the best Doctor Who stories of all time, as it features very good moments, like the fight between the Third Doctor and the Master, and also when the Sea Devils come out of the water. And also my girlfriend noted that Jo Grant is a bit annoying in this story. I don't think she's a fan of Jo Grant that much, especially the bit where she sees a helicopter and she goes, "It's a helicopter!" When you know, you just state the obvious like you do. Just a bit like Adric, but there we go. So, the articulation now. The head actually does a 360. It looks quite strange. So if you wanted to pose him like that, then you can do so. So it's really good, because this figure is probably the most poseable out of this whole wave 1. The arms are also ball jointed as well, so you could pose the figure like that as well, which is really good. I just like to keep it like that though. And the elbows have the same sort of movement like that. The hands, or the gloves I should say, can do a 360. The legs can do a 360 as well. The knees can bend. Oh, and I didn't show you the articulation in the legs because they're netting and sometimes it can fall over if it wants to. Also, the feet, I'm sure they do. Yes, they do. They also have articulation. They can do a 360 degree turn. So that's very unique, even though the Sea Devils don't actually do that, but it's good that they've included that as a feature to this figure. So, in conclusion, I would highly recommend buying this figure if you're a massive Doctor Who fan like myself, especially of the classic series as well. And also I would buy this if you're a fan of the story, the Sea Devils, and even Warriors of the Deep, even though the Sea Devils don't look like this in this story. So, thank you very much for watching this action figure review of a Sea Devil from the Sea Devils. My next action figure review shall be of a Zygon, which appeared in the Tom Baker story, Terror of the Zygons. And Terror of the Zygons is getting released this year, finally. on DVD after such a long time. I think everyone's been waiting forever for that story to come out on DVD, but it's finally coming out, and it's the last Tom Baker story to release on DVD. So that's a good present for the 50th anniversary, everybody. So once again, thank you very much for watching this action figure review, and I shall see you next time when I shall be reviewing Zygon from Terror of the Zygons. Thank you very much for watching.